very beautiful morning to you from wherever you're listening across the world. This is Oluyole 98.5 FM. Thank you so much for joining us from wherever you're listening. And of course, I am Oladayo Ogunbowale.
And I'm Tola Teriba. Good morning.
All right, it's Conversation with Dayo and Tola. Check your time, 6:33 a.m. I apologize for coming a tad behind schedule and go straight to what we're supposed to do today. Do not forget, this is a network program coming to you live from the broadcasting service of the Broadcasting Corporation of your state. Is a radio network, which means right here in Oluyole 98.5 FM, we're broadcasting also through our sister stations, Agility 92.1 FM and Okiogun 96.3 FM. We're also streaming live on Facebook and Twitter, facebook.com/Oluyole 98.5 FM, which means our account is Oluyole 98.5 FM. Also on Twitter, at Oluyole FM. Go on those platforms, check out our accounts, and of course you can follow the live stream. The website of the Broadcasting Corporation of your state remains the same, www.bcus.tv/listen. And of course you can also check us out on Instagram at Oluyole 98.5 FM, on Radio Garden and Mixler, mixler.com/Oluyole FM. Once again, you are welcome. Today is Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. It's the 18th of September 2020. We go straight to the papers. This is where we give you news you can use. Newspaper review, top-notch analysis, and you get to contribute. I have a copy of the Punch newspaper.
Yes, I have a copy of the Nigerian Tribune.
Federal government orders schools to conduct weekly COVID-19 assessment. Government suspend passports of errand travelers for 6 months, asking students for test fees unnecessary burden on parents, says PTF. That story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper.
COVID-19 curve beginning to flatten, says PTF. That's a task force on COVID-19. That's on page 29 of the Nigerian Tribune. And we have out of school children. NEC to release EUB intervention funds to all states to popularize open schooling. That's on page 28 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Sounds interesting right there. Open schooling. Okay. Babalaki Faults panel resigns as Unilag Pro-Chancellor. That's on page 8 of the Punch newspaper.
I thought we would have done that before now.
To try to finish.
Since things didn't go quite the way he wanted.
I hope he's not going to court. He's a lawyer.
Well, if he has enough grounds to pursue the legal, but then you wonder, what's in it? So what's it all about? I mean, what are the stakes? Are the stakes that high?
Well, the VC is out, so that's an achievement.
Federal government directs account holders to obtain, submit self-certification forms. Moves to tackle corruption, launches database for asset tracing recovery. That's on page 4 and 6 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Self-certification. What does that supposed to mean?
That was the exact question I wanted. I was hoping you would provide an answer.
So you go to bank XYZ, you go and give them a certificate that you are you. And
now that they've said this now, another round of cumbersome process to get this done at the banks.
What we went through during the BVN registration. So what was the purpose of BVN anyway? What's the purpose of taking people's photos, fingerprints? What other certification do we need?
So it's only a matter of time now before the banks now begin to tell that you cannot access your accounts unless you have this so-called form.
Why are we like this as a country, really?
There's a road to tackling corruption, to tackle the database.
NIN is saying that 40-something million people already we're preparing for the rest. So what's the purpose of all these multiple registrations? Banks alone now we have like 2 different databases of the same set of people. I hope we know what we are doing.
And at the end of it all, we don't seem to be getting anywhere in the war against corruption.
Can't we just harmonize data? All right. Federal government orders all bank orders account holders to re-register. Same story you took. It's on page 28 on the Punch newspaper.
And the governors call for review of water resources bill. That's on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Yeah, finally they are talking. And I can I can assure you it will be governors from a particular part of the country. Because
but really, the governors, have they spoken about this the issue of fuel price hike, power tariff? It seems it wasn't mentioned at all at that meeting.
The last time I checked, governors don't buy fuel. Yes. All right. You buy for them. Hike electricity consumers to pay 417.09 billion naira in 4 months. Page 19 of the Punch newspaper. See how much money you are making for this. See us now. That's some money. Almost 500 billion. See why they hiked it? This is a pot of soup. Electricity consumers to pay 4.1709 billion in just 4 months. That's
and
it's big business here. Tola, I don't think they will reverse this thing.
And the question, again and again, the same old question: where does the money go?
Oh, okay.
What happens to the money? Still have this one here. Politics this morning. Your APC leaders meet in Ibadan, unite for 2023. That's on page 29 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Okay, sounds nice. Port Harcourt to Maiduguri rail line construction begins soon, says Amici. That's the Honorable Minister for Transport. Right there, page 19 of the Punch newspaper.
And on visa restriction, Kogi government writes U.S. Embassy. That's on page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune. I wonder how do they follow? The officials fall into the purview of
a guy wants to travel and there's a ban.
Or is he guilty of those things that the U.S. is talking about?
Tola, you have to hit the nail like that straight. It means he was guilty.
I was just wondering.
So the state government had to write the embassy directly. And we would like to visit. And interesting.
Well, they've not. I don't know. Has anybody been denied a visa yet on the grounds of what the US is saying for them to warrant? Actually, like placing the cart before the horse.
I think this is a pointer to the fact that clearly the US, they weren't bluffing. It means some people have sent their passports and they returned dry.
Because I've been wondering, why is this pronouncement by the US? Why has it jolted so many people in high places, in high quarters?
They'll go for summer, they'll go for end of the year visits, and all that. Well, I think it's beginning to make sense.
Because it's supposed to be about, the US has made this pronouncement, but there'll be no grounds for it to be actualized in the first instance. That should be the ideal situation. So the federal government shouldn't be so much worried about that's the way I see it anyway.
Like if you have shell accounts and you have houses and all that, so you will be worried. You will be worried. you will be worried if you have some things. If you have them, in those places, such a person will be worried. Let's do some politics. Edo decides 2020. APC plotting to buy votes with credit scheme, alleges PDP. And they have committed to free, fair election in Edo, says Buhari. Sensitive materials already in all local governments, says INEC. All that story in page 12 of the Punch newspaper.
I want to begin to believe Mr. President on these things, because it would seem as if he is reasoning along the line that at the end of the day, the entire block would stop at his table.
It will.
Whatever goes right or wrong, he would seem to be the one to take the brunt. And well, talking about past antecedents, he wouldn't want to be seen as allowing a repeat of whatever went wrong in the past elections. So, from his body language, I do believe that he would be for free, credible, free and fair elections. And from the way things are unfolding, I don't think a leader would have any choice than to allow the best man to win. I mean, the man who actually controls the hearts of the people, be it PDP, be it APC. It also says that Edo election, Buhari wants politicians, is sending a strong one in the security agents and the PDP leader storm INEC. And I want democratic standard raised higher at every level, President says. We don't want a bit of Kogi or Kano elections. That's talking about PDP. That's coming from the PDP.
Okay.
It's not Mr. President.
Okay.
Now, 1.7 million potential voters to decide Edo governor. Permutation suspense as 2016 battle plays out tomorrow. The IGP orders restriction of vehicular movements on pages 2 and 3 of the Nigerian Tribune.
We'll see how it works out. We look forward to a free and fair election. We have bloodshed. That's our desire. That at the right time, the votes are counted and the votes of the citizens of Edo State counts. So
honestly, I am for a massive security dragnet on that state. Possibly the military should be called in.
They will be there,
provided they will be free and fair. Provided
I can assure you, the military will be there. Just like you said, they should not be partisan. They should be impartial. And by this time on Monday morning, we should have a new or a returned, governor of Edo State. All things being equal, if there's no runoff. Remember, inconclusive. All right, which is becoming a trademark of staggered elections in Nigeria. We look forward to the best from Edo State. We really, really, really wish to see, because I can see. I mean, I told you the military. In fact, they've been deployed already. I mean, it's an occurrence. Pictures speak on the front page of the Punch newspaper already showed, men in green being deployed already, military police, and come on, they are there already. Okay, so wish those citizens all the very best on that. You can see soldiers, police in show of force. Gridlock grounds Benin. That's on the front page of the Punch newspaper. You also have PDP berates Fayemi on Ekiti rising killings, kidnappings. That's on page 10 of the Punch newspaper. I think we're due for a commercial break. So we'll go on the break. When we're back, we'll take more headlines. Don't go anywhere.
So I don't write jollof rice, fried rice, pounded yam, egusi,
rice
chicken.
And stew, jollof rice. Thank you. All this plenty kind food one na they call so. Now what you go chop for the naming baby?
Yes, so auntie.
See, enjoy me.
No be small.
You see, mama baby, the same way we get different kind of food. Now so we get different kind of child-birth spacing methods. So child-birth spacing go make your belly sweet well, and your body too, it go tender gidigba. Anyone where you choose good for body, and you go fit trust them.
Auntie Nurse, my just don't they talk about them more. But me I dey fear.
See, no culture or religion wey no dey support anything wey go make life better. Make you and your Jasper come when una ready. Okay. I go dey wait for now.
Okay. No forget say anyone where you choose for childbirth spacing matter, they safe and you fit trust them. Oya waka go any health center wey get the green dot logo to get full information on childbirth spacing services. This message na the Federal Ministry of Health and support from American people. Carry and come.
So glad to know you're there. It's the conversation with Dayo and Tola, coming to you live from the stables of Oluyole 98.5 FM. We'll continue with the headlines.
UNICEF kicks over 10-year jail term on 13-year-old boy convicted for blasphemy. That's on page 30 of the Nigerian Tribune.
13-year-old boy.
He's going to spend 10 of his formative years in prison.
Blasphemy against God, right? All right. Okay.
Well, a 13-year-old could rather have been.
He's a minor. That's it.
He could have been cancelled against what he did. I mean, it could have been. I don't know.
Pity the poor boy. Pity the poor boy. Of course, he's a son of a Talakawa. Well, okay. Well, 13 killed in Ilori Jeba Mokwa highway crash. Thought they fixed that road. Okay, that's on page 10 of the Punch newspaper. And you have youth death, DSS grills Oshun JTF men. And that's on page 4 of the Punch newspaper.
Also, we have a sad one here coming from the world of entertainment. Jimo Aliu dies at 86. It's talking about how the famous Arilu. Those days.
86. Wow.
Those were old enough, and we are living in Ibadan, southwest Nigeria, so to say, at a particular point in time. We would recall that drama, Arilu.
People now talk about series. They don't know series. That was the series. Soap opera. I mean, when they start like this, you find nobody will be on the streets. Everybody's glued. Exactly. Everybody's glued to their TV.
Just like when Nigeria is having a major football match, it used to be like that.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, that was a drama.
86. Wow. May so rest in peace.
Yes, done his best.
Yes. Full life right there. Wow. Caution your supporters. Akeredolu tells Jegede after clash. That's on page 12 of the Punch newspaper.
I think that should go on both sides. Both sides should caution their supporters.
Tola, you remember who is bankrolling you? Fanny Kayode, wife separate. Ex-minister demands 2 billion naira from blogger. I think the blogger will be the one to pay for alimony. Page 10 of the Punch newspaper. It's Friday. Fanny Kayode, the wife separate, ex-minister demands 2 billion naira from blogger. Sell him and his blog. I hope they will be worth 2 billion kobo. Page 10 of the Punch newspaper.